Hello there you guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and today I'm going to be updating you on the current latest news about Ivan Perisic. There's been a change of summary and the reports are now basically suggesting there's been an update on Ivan Perisic. Inter Milan are currently due to fly out to China sometime today. I think it's in the afternoon. He currently doesn't want to go on the plane, and basically this deal is moving out fast and it is going to be fully finalised. As Ivan Perisic, as you saw him in the squad, he looks very, very unhappy. So basically now, as he did pull out of the training camp when they went to Northern Italy for training, as he claimed he'd had a toothache, he's currently, I think, got treatment for this, and that surge session's up. He's forcing the move to Manchester United. Mourinho said he basically still has no idea what's going on with the transfer by Ivan Perisic, but according to the reports, well, the Sun had basically suggested that Manchester United had agreed a £40 million deal for Ivan Perisic. But now, according to reports, basically now it could be a deal of around about 39 million or something, plus add-ons as well for obviously his performances, his appearances and all that. So it could be 39 million plus adds-on, which is £44 million deal for Ivan Perisic. So that's 44 million plus with the adds-ons as well. May slightly be overpriced, but he's going to be a player that's going to provide that width. He's going to provide that width, get crosses into the box, because his overall stats are absolutely dramatic, as I said. Tremendous speed, good in the air, very versatile, very, very strong. You know, he can get balls into the box where you like your Klaku's there, your Rashford's there. They can capitalise on them crosses, because we are lacking that width, and Perisic can bring that width and justice to Manchester United. He's prepared that he does want to make the move. I think it should be announced in the next couple of hours about Ivan Perisic. I really do hope so. Obviously, now it has said an agreement has come. It's going to be, I think, £39 million and add-ons as well, which is slightly over priced, but a player like him, good in the air, good at physically going around defenders, good at driving forward, you know, very composed, organised. And, you know, we need more high experience in the Manchester United team, as we haven't got many. As more senior players are Carrick and Valencia. He's a highly experienced player, scores goals for fun. If you look at his overall stats last season with his crosses, I think it was about 102 crosses or something. So I hope it is going to be announced today. He's going to be prepared to undergo his medical and come to prepare to join us on the US tours, which would be fantastic news. But I am convinced, I'm fully committing to it now. It is going to happen. Ivan Perisic is going to come to Manchester United. You know, obviously, Damasio had announced they were looking in the region of £48 million in pound sterling. We were failing to pay that kind of price, but he's going to dramatically improve. As I said, a fee has now been agreed. We've been in negotiations and discussing with Inter Milan for quite a while about. We already had agreed personal terms, but we had been in discussions of agreeing an essential fee, which looks realistic now. So it looks like 44 million with the add-ons as well for Ivan Perisic. But he's going to create that width. He's going to establish himself well, because we need that width, because we are lacking that width. What players have we got, you know, for players to feed on in the 6-yard box and then crosses? And even Perisic can do that. He scores bags full of goals. Had a lacklustre campaign with Inter Milan last season, but he was still one of their standout players. And it's been going for months and months and months about this. I know the directors and the Serie A experts have basically resisted any offers, and they've said this. They're basically saying it's not happening, but there was basically being dubious about this, basically. But yeah, it has come to an agreement now. I do think it should be now announced in the next few hours. Obviously, the media were basically speculating before or last week. What day is it? Yeah, the weekend just gone. They were speculating that it should have been finalised by Monday before they go to China. But now it did say then it was going to be announced in the next 48 hours. And now we're just waiting to we're going to wait to see if we get some feedback about this. Obviously, Ed Woodward's even tried getting this deal finalised because he has skipped the tours. He's even tried to get it finalised. You know, and we've been in talks with Inter Milan for quite a while, weren't there, guys? But it's been an entirety of this pursuit for most of the summer for Jose Mourinho. It's one of his main priorities to get Perisic on the board. I didn't think it had took as long as it has done now, but back in, we thought the deal was off at one point, as he was threatened to get taken off the transfer market and get offered a new contract. And I think he's got a current 3-year contract into Milan, but he's forcing the move. He wants to move because he just looks unsettled at Inter Milan. So I think it has finally now come to an agreement. I don't think he's going to be going to China. I think he's currently refusing to do this, and he just wants the move to be accelerated. This is why he did this toothache problem. This is why he had that toothache, and that's basically maybe accelerated the move faster. But Mourinho still has no idea about this. But yeah, I just want the deal to be finalised, get it done, and it'll be fantastic. I think basically now with him coming, Martial might get that lack of game time with him coming, because he operated majority of last season on the left. Obviously Martial's not in this deal, as it was saying before. There were talks about Darmian being in the deal as well, but we have circulated round it. You know, we have come to an agreement about this, and yeah, it does look like it should happen today, and it will be fully confirmed that Ivan Perisic is a Manchester United player. Good playmaker, tremendous speed. You can't compare him to your Bales, you can't compare him to numerous other players, but he's very efficient. Doesn't set the world alight. He will dramatically improve us because we do need that width. And as I said in that midfield, we need them midfielders as well. And basically, we're going nowhere in the midfield at the moment. About Renato Sanchez, AC Milan are in advanced talks, and I think they're negotiating with Bayern Munich. He was one of our targets before, Renato Sanchez, but I do like Renato Sanchez. He's very versatile, good in the air, strong, aggressive. You know, can also play out on he can play on wide roles as well. You know, very creative. He'd be fantastic in midfield. Obviously, we're not in for him now. We haven't made an approach on him. So I would have liked him, but there's a catalogue of players we've looked at, but we are getting knockbacks. But the realistic one now looks like even Perisic. But as I said, Perisic is going to be the real deal. He's going to step it up a gear at Manchester United. He's going to deliver them crosses into the box for players to capitalise on, and he'll deliver the goods to Manchester United, and we need that dedicated width. And as you saw in the Real Salt Lake game, the midfield needs to improve. There's not enough pace, there's not enough speed, there's not enough penetration in the midfield. And to be honest, I thought the Real Salt Lake, the majority of the game, it was an uninspiring performance, but still managed to get the win. The pre-season really isn't, you know, the main river, really. Obviously, Valencia got a red card as well, but he's essentially our best right-back. And Mata got an injury as well, so could they miss the next game? But Jose Mourinho will be rotating the squad differently, as I said, anywhere. But as a striker, Jose Mourinho may look more in the region January for Griezmann, because I dwelled about this because we did need them reinforced up front, but now we've got likes of Lukaku, Rashford, who's, as I said, growing bigger and stronger into his game, who is now a fantastic player. Still don't think he's ready to lead the lines just as yet, and Ibrahimovic could be signing a short-term deal in October, so he may not be so worried now about the striker, the attacking sense. He's more concerned basically about that dedicated width, the midfield role, because we definitely need a midfielder in there. Nainggolan's been knocked back. We're getting nowhere with Matic. We're getting nowhere with Fabinho, so he's going to have a look at a couple of more midfielders if he can, and we'll be first in the queue in there. And the stories about Naby Keita, as I said, it could be a fake narrative. It might be true, it might be false. The football whispers have suggested he wouldn't fit in at Manchester United. Quite a lot of Manchester United players would like him in. He is a dynamic box-to-box player. He is a good at feeding teammates ahead of him. He's very, you know, precise on the ball. He's composed. His rhythm and his movement, he's fantastic as well. But yeah, it's possible saying that we could hijack him off Liverpool. That's basically Klopp's main priority because they have been linked to him for quite a while now. The German publication did report, and the journalist, that a 57 million bid had been rejected, and maybe another bid had been rejected before that. But we'll see what happens with that. But we definitely need a midfielder in there. But even Perez, they go to China in a couple of hours. I think Inter Milan, so then things will be decided then, and I presume that it will be confirmed. But we know with Martial, basically, he hasn't been the same since he's currently lost that iconic number 9 shirt, Antonio Martial. So yeah, is there anything else up there? But we will succeed in this transfer window, as I said. We're one of the richest clubs in the world. We've got the money to do it. We're rich. We've got the money to do this. And yeah, and we've... wait there, just have a fuss of this. We're getting heavily. He's insisted basically that Manchester City or Manchester United could win the league this season. I'm not quite sure. If we add ranks to his midfield, we get that dedicated width, then we might have a chance. City could, we could. I think Chelsea will be in there, but they still need to strengthen up at the front as well, the Chelsea. City have strengthened up their back line. City could be in the mix. Tottenham also could be in the mix, depending what signings they do get in. Currently, they've just lost Kyle Walker. Liverpool may be in there, I'm not quite sure. They may finish 5th, depending who they're getting in the summer and stuff. But yeah, it's history. Basically, history does. It's history, and it's going to take time for us to get to the level that we used to be under Fergie, who built this club for nearly 3 decades. So it's going to take time for us to get back to that level again. You know, we've got to gel as a team fantastically well. You know, and that's what will happen, and we will eventually get to that same level as when we was under Fergie. So we haven't won the league since 2013. City haven't won the league for a couple of years either, so they'd want to look to get that Premier League title back. So it is going to be interesting. The transfer window is currently hotting up at the moment in time. I said Everton have made 7 signings. You know, they could be good this season. Everton. City have made signings. We made a couple of signings. Arsenal have made 1 signing at the moment. I was hearing the rumours about Chelsea going in for Sergio Aguero. I heard about West Ham. I think I've confirmed, or they're on the verge of confirming the sign of Joe Hart, who I said I wouldn't like as a Manchester United goalkeeper because I don't rate him. But I'll have a look at the more news about that, and I will update you guys about that. So the even Perisic should be announced in the next couple of hours or so, I should presume. But yeah, we'll see what happens about that. Anyway, guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and take it easy. And I'll see you later. Peace.